Okay, so we were supposed to be drawing Grand Admiral Thrawn for our live stream today, but the software that I use to mirror my screen from my iPad to my PC is no longer supported by the Apple Store, and therefore doesn't work with my iPad anymore. So we are back to drawing this good old pic that we were drawing on the last podcast. So I hope everybody's okay with that, because it was either that or nothing. And we figured this would be more entertaining. It's been quite the week. Back from Comic Con. We didn't get to hear about your stories from Comic Con.
Oh my goodness. Well, I met a lot of people. I kind of think it's fun being there, and Chad's drawn away, so I get to chat. I met a woman and her son, and she is 71 years old, and forgive me, I can't remember her name. 71 years old, goes to the conventions with her son, who's in his 30s, and they just go together. I'm just like, that is so awesome. And they came by a few times, bought a whole bunch of merchandise, and just visited, and you kind of get to know people. I mean, she was kind of tired at one point. I was like, come back and sit with me. Chad wasn't there. And we just chatted. I love that. I love that we had the space that we could do that this time with the bigger booth.
Yeah.
That was very nice, having the bigger booth. Of course, we had a mock booth set up in our living room for about a week before Comic-Con, trying to figure it out. That gets really old, having a booth set up in your living room, trying to figure out 10 feet by 10 feet how much space you'll have, how much, how things are going to look, how you're going to stand it up. Anyway, I wonder how other people do it. Like, if they just go to conventions enough that they just kind of trial and error, or if they do a mock setup in their home or in their garage or something.
I have no idea.
I loved the Haunted Mansion, the promotional stuff that was going on around the convention. It just was fun. I don't think the movie will be any good.
The movie's out, isn't it?
I don't know. Let me check.
I think the movie's out.
It is out. Wish they could do another Pirates of the Caribbean. They probably wish they could too, as far as for the Haunted Mansion. But the last one was so horrible. This one's got a lot of cameos and
well, Raymond likes it, right? Raymond says it's out and it's good.
Oh, good. Well, that gives me hope. It was really fun. It was really fun watching, they had all the ghosts out there, and then they had the little bikes that pull, what are those called? The bikes that pull the carts behind them. People can rent and sit in them, and they can take them around. They had them designed just like the rides on the Haunted Mansion, and you get in there, and they had the music from the Haunted Mansion playing, and there would be someone in there dressed as a ghost, and they had ghosts all over, and it just was really fun. So I was really impressed with that. I'm sure they probably got in trouble for it.
Why were they getting in trouble for it?
I don't know, just with all the striking that's going on. I don't know, with the Actors Guild, and then they've got actors out there promoting it.
Yeah.
So I don't know how they got around that.
Maybe they're extras. I have no idea. That's a good question. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah. I'm glad it's so good. So maybe we'll have to go to it on a Tuesday night or something.
If we're going to go see a movie, we're going to see
Indiana Jones first.
A lot of things before we go see Haunted Mansion.
Yeah, I know.
I, for one, was disappointed that they didn't bring back Eddie Murphy.
Really?
No, I'm teasing.
I was gonna say
That was a horrible movie.
it was horrible. He did not do well in that. There are a couple that we really liked him playing Mushu. I mean, that totally makes Mulan his voice in Mushu
And Donkey.
and Donkey, and then what was that one? Daddy Daycare.
Yeah, Daddy Daycare's a lot of fun.
We were surprised when we first checked that out. We did not have any expectations for that movie at all. And we thoroughly enjoyed ourselves. We were laughing, and our kids were about that same age. So we could totally relate at the time.
Yeah, our kids were young and full of energy, and we
Uh-huh.
do things like throw sugar at them in the hopes that they would stop running.
They were sticking stuff down the vents and, dumping Kool-Aid down the vents.
And now they're all
And now they're going.
moving out, and
But that was one that we enjoyed. I want to see Indiana Jones. The Meg, I enjoyed the Meg one. We went with our daughters, and it was to the discount theater. It was like after it had been out for a long time, and it was in like southern Utah, a small town. We had the theater to ourselves. No one else was in there, and so we were talking, which would totally drive Chad nuts. Talking during the movie, trying to say like, okay, this person's gonna die, this one's gonna live, this one's gonna die, you know. And we just had a good time, so I want to go to and do that to the Meg too.
well, you can't go and talk if you go with me to the movies.
I know.
So you have to take the girls.
Yep. But so anyway, what else about Comic-Con? We did something different this year. I don't know what you talked about. I know I heard you in the other room, but it was month end and it was crazy.
Yeah, you couldn't join.
So I could just hear a little bit and talk a little bit, but we took an Instapot with us this time.
That was fun.
And I tell you...
Do you need to go to Draft... Yes, we do need to go to Draft House. I will not be in Dallas, though. I'll only be in Fort Worth. Isn't that our next... No, our next show's Colorado, right? Colorado Springs?
Colorado Springs is next one, and then we're going to be in Fort Worth.
In Fort Worth, so we won't be in Dallas, bud.
I mean, they're close. Don't know how close, but we won't have a car. And when we get done with the convention, we're always tired, which was what we loved about taking that crock-pot, Instapot, is that we would have the food cooking while we were on the floor and we'd go home and it would be ready to eat. And we didn't have to wait in line. We didn't have to wait for them to prepare our food.
Well, and our food was so much more reasonably priced. So they've been gouging the downtown, like as far as hotels go. But now they're starting to gouge things like sodas and food.
And it's not just Comic-Con, it's everything.
Yeah, and that was one of the things that you know, I knew that, I mean, obviously, you know, San Diego's a big town, and they're going to have a lot of things going on, but, like, when I talked to the guy at the Radisson, I was like, you know, so does this only happen when Comic-Con people come in town and things go back to normal? He's like, nope. He goes, there's always something. He goes, there's always, like, a game, or... Because they're right by Petco Field. Yeah. And he's just like, yeah, this is just how things are now. So it's not nerd discrimination per se. It's just that downtown San Diego is basically turned into a giant tourist trap.
Supply and demand.
Yeah, and it's just super, super, super overpriced.
You're paying prices like in Disneyland.
Yeah.
For $10, wasn't it $10 for a energy drink?
It was like $6 for the energy drink, and then like, well, probably like $7 with taxes, and then it was like $3 for the big gulp.
Okay.
So, yeah, I think I ended up spending about $20 just to get a couple of drinks and a cup of ice. So let's see what races. Let's see. Hold on. Orient. I stopped talking while watching a movie after.
What's that? I can't hear you.
So we have a viewer that says I stopped talking while watching a movie after I 100% predicted every part of the movie in the first 10 minutes, and my girlfriend at the time was pissed off. That'll do it.
That sounds like us.
Well, yeah, Joy watches movies to figure the movies out. I watch the movies to be entertained. So
I like to see if I can figure it out, but it's like so much more satisfying if you can tell somebody about it.
see, Joy thinks everything is
And
a
then to
Matlock murder
see
mystery.
if you can see if you're correct, and then like see it come true, see that prediction come true, you know. But the other person, they don't appreciate it nearly as much. I don't know what's wrong with them. What's wrong with you?
All right, I'm going to see if I can just get a little bit more detail out of my reference picture for the ears here.
That's a beautiful picture.
It's getting there.
Is it for someone specifically, or is it one?
No, it's just one of the
Oh, it's one
Batman
that people
exclusives
wanted.
that I picked up.
Oh, yes. Oh, one of the deals.
Yeah.
Oh, one of the things that we did not find at Comic-Con this year were these anatomy.
Yeah, a
sculptures
lot of the vendors that have been there for years and years and years are not there.
So we have to find some of these anatomy sculptures that.
Yeah,
since we have
that's what
artists
we're
in
gonna
the
get
family.
for.
Don't tell.
Okay.
We're thinking of Christmas stuff. We can't put it online.
Who other artists in the family?
Well, we have. Tacy likes to draw.
Mm-hmm.
Erica likes to draw.
Mm-hmm.
Jessica likes to draw. So it could be 3 people.
Mm-hmm.
Or it could be more for you.
How many of them asked for the?
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See if we're gonna play the whole Matlock game.
I know. I'm just trying to not post it out there.
Yeah. See, I try not to think too deeply about it. So, what's the
just-
last movie we watched? Flash.
Flash.
Flash was the last movie we watched, and I really, really enjoyed it.
I really, really didn't like it.
Joy did not like it. There are parts of it that I did not like.
Well, and there were parts that I did like. So that's.
I haven't heard your take on Flash. Why don't you tell us your take, and then I'll tell you why you're wrong.
You tell me. Well, number one, the CGI was horrible.
Yes. Okay. Well, no one's going to argue that.
No one's going to argue that. And then it just seemed really. Like, I know he's supposed to be young, but it just seemed really juvenile. Like, the humor was that they were going for was like an 11-year-old boy humor.
Which is the same thing that happened in Shazam.
Which, I don't know that the last Shazam movie,
Mm-hmm.
I haven't seen that one.
We have it.
I know we have, but you always watch it without me and then I never watch it.
Oh. Well, that's my fault.
It is your fault. It's your fault. I'm not getting educated in nerddom. It's all because of you.
Mm-hmm.
But that to me that was it. It was a turnoff. He was just too over the top.
What about Michael Keaton?
Well, see, he was amazing. I told you there were some things that I did enjoy.
Yeah. What about Supergirl?
Supergirl. I liked her. I did like her. To me, it's hard when they throw someone in like that, has a different background. You're supposed to care about them, but you don't know very much about them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't like it when they do that. Because there are so many other characters, it's nicer if they stick with characters that you're familiar with. I don't know. But, so, she was the same actress that was in Avatar, correct?
I have no idea. Is she?
Wasn't she the same actress that was the helicopter pilot in Avatar? She looked like her. A lot like her. Only shorter
CFG
hair.
Games says, hello, Chad. Hey, buddy. What's going on?
Does anybody know? Let me look.
You Google it, honey.
I am.
You got. That's why you got the computer right there.
I am.
movie, Michelle Rodriguez was Michelle Rodriguez was Supergirl? I don't think so.
Sasha Cowley.
Sasha Cowley.
The Flash.
Kevin Frazier says, "Hey Chad, hey Kevin, what's going on, buddy? Where are you at this weekend?" I have lost my. I could have swore I had all my stuff out here ready to draw,
It doesn't look like it.
but I'm
But
missing
she
my
looks
sepia
just
pins.
Like her.
Boston. Kevin's in Boston, hun.
Kevin's
Mr. Harden.
Boston.
Mr.
What
Harden.
is going on this weekend?
Yay,
Boston
Boston.
Expo.
Yay, Boston.
Fun. Tell everyone they're hi for us.
Shoot, hun. Maybe this one hasn't. I still need to watch that Flash. You know, it's out on video. Daggone it. And I would say it's worth it. You know what? I don't even.
Oh, Michelle Rodriguez is in Avatar, and Sasha Cowley. They.
Well, Michelle Rodriguez was in Avatar. Yes, she was
Yes,
the
pilot.
helicopter pilot.
Yeah, listen. I thought she looked a lot like her.
No.
Her eyebrows.
No, honey. She was like 20 years younger.
I know, but she still looks like her. I think she looks like her.
Mm-hmm. A lot of Chad goodness on display. Good. Sell some Chad posters, buddy.
Her jaw.
Alright, here we go. Let's get a little detail on this atomic blast, and then we'll actually draw the Scarecrow. Anybody seen the Barbie movie? I got to meet Margot Robbie in the fact that like she was in the same room as me for Birds of Prey. It's not like
Not talk with her.
that alien looks so good on canvas. Oh, the one in the. Oh, good. The alien poster, yes. Well, good, buddy. Sell me about 10 of them.
I like Margot Robbie as an actress. She's very versatile.
Yes, she is.
She does not play the same character, but the ones she plays, they're all. She's a true actress.
An Australian actress.
But I don't like the way they're promoting Barbenheimer.
Okay, Joy's been wanting to talk about this. You
I
guys heard about
do.
this?
So they lump them together like it's one movie, and they're like, oh, they're taking it, like the box office, like.
Now, why was Japan pissed? You said Japan was mad?
Me?
Yeah,
No, I didn't say anything about Japan.
I thought you did.
No, but I was saying that
Me
they're
too, buddy.
they're saying that the movies are doing so the movie, not two movies, but they're just calling them Barbenheimer. How like they're raking in so much, and they're like have made more income and blowing things out of the water than in the last 30 years. But it's like it's two movies. It's not one movie. It's two movies. So it's a little sneaky how they're like promoting it as one.
Well, maybe they're just trying to get people back in the theater. But now,
We do.
both of these movies are Warner Brother movies, correct? Is that
Check. I believe they are. Yeah, Warner Brothers. And Universal Pictures.
on both of them, or
One of them's Warner Brothers. Oppenheimer's Universal Pictures. Barbie is Warner
Brothers? So they're not the same studio. So I don't know why they would do that.
I don't know either, but it sure is working. And I do hope people go back to the movies because You know, it is fun entertainment.
I I don't think I would shed a tear if I never had to go actually back to a theater ever again.
Well, with the strike and everything, and if they didn't have it go to theaters, do you think that actors and actresses would still like
I think
command
that's
the
why they're
same?
striking is because of COVID
Uh huh.
and how, basically things would go straight to streaming because, basically that's how the contracts were written.
Well, but it's more for the actors and actresses that are not making as much as the big ones, like the ones that are only making 20,000 a year.
Hold on
And
one
the
sec.
writers that aren't making very much. So it's
So
more for them than the big ones.
Kevin's leaving. So Kevin, go sell some posters for us, buddy. Be good. We hope you have an awesome time in Boston. Tell Anna hi for us. And hopefully we'll see you at one of these shows soon, but we probably won't see it before New York, bud. Let's see, hold on. I was thinking that after COVID it would stay like that. Yeah. Um, but that's... So what were you saying about the pay? It was only for...
Well, it's mainly, I mean, it's for the writers and the smaller actors and actresses, and I shouldn't say smaller, the lesser known, the ones that don't command as much salary, that they're not getting paid enough to cover their living expenses. So it's more for them than the big box office
of course, the
dramas.
big... Like, are you talking like Tom Cruise or...
Just any of the big ones that make like $1 million.
Well, of course, the big
more.
ones aren't going to be suffering. I mean...
But they're still supporting them. So it's more for the smaller guys.
I heard that they're still filming like some of the big, like Tom Cruise's Mission Impossible is still filming it. It never got shut down.
Some of them they could receive like they had to apply to have it waived.
Oh yeah.
And I don't know what the conditions are to be able to get an okay from the Actors Guild. But it's over a dispute with the Alliance of Motion Pictures and Television Producers.
All right, let's see if we can get an actual picture of Scarecrow.
It's the first time that they've both had it since 1960.
Both had what?
They've both gone on strike, the Actors Guild and the Writers Guild.
It's a pretty scary picture of Scarecrow. And they've changed everything around. So, like I said, we were going to draw Thrawn. So if you're here and you're like, "Oh, why is Chad not drawing Thrawn?" I apologize. The software I use to cast my live stream to my computer so we can show it has been discontinued by Apple. So we are bunting today. We're going back to Scarecrow. Alrighty. Well, since we've been back from Comic-Con, it has been Cover Mania.
Oh, he's done some amazing covers.
I can't show any of them though. I should be working on covers right now,
But he can't.
but I can't. So forgive. But let's get this scary Scarecrow face in here. Scary McScarecrow face. It's got like maggots coming out.
So, do you remember when we were in SummerCon? Went to SummerCon in Washington.
Yeah, of
It
course.
was June, and we were going for a walk, and we were like, "What is that animal?"
The sea otter,
And it was a river otter,
river otter, yeah.
and it went running across the road. Well, in Montana, there were some women that were floating down the river on inner tubes, and they were attacked by 2 otters.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and one of them had to be life flighted out, and the other.
Holy, for
Yeah.
reals?
Yeah, and the 2 others were injured, and were hospitalized. But
Dang.
can you imagine? I mean, it looked really nice, but they were just going down, and then I guess they got in their way, and the otters just came after. They look so cute on the videos and stuff, but I guess they're quite vicious. Who knew?
They have like otter petting zoos in Japan.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought it was interesting that they had cat petting.
They have just about any type of animal you can imagine.
Yeah. Well, it was like restaurants and stuff. You go in, or what would you call them? What were they called?
They don't really have like an American equivalent. They're like themed restaurants.
And you go in, and there are
Yeah.
animals there that you can just pet, and maybe people don't have as many pets there
You know
as
what?
here
I'm not
because they
going to
don't
do
have
this
as much
with this
space.
for a second.
I don't know. It's
I
interesting.
don't know either.
But I
Let's
thought,
see. You guys ever seen that movie with the guy that learns the man in his family can time travel to the past and back to the present? Margot Robbie was in that movie.
no.
No.
Let me see if I can figure it
Why
out.
don't you IMDb Margot Robbie and let's see.
I'm looking.
Yeah. Japan. Japan's crazy. I really hope to go back one day. Crazy in an amazing way.
Let's see. There's Barbie, Asteroid City.
Margot Robbie was in Asteroid City?
Says she's the wife. Babylon,
It's not Babylon.
Amsterdam,
It's not Amsterdam.
Neighbors, Suicide Squad, Peter Rabbit 2,
Peter Rabbit 2.
Birds of Prey, Bombshell, Dollface, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Wow, she was busy in 2019. Dreamlands,
Oh, About Time. Is there one that says About Time
about.
for Margot Robbie?
Let me see, there's more. Yes,
That's it.
she played Charlotte in 2013.
2013. She played what?
Charlotte.
2013, 10 years ago.
She must have been young.
I was about to say, she must have been like,
She was only 13 years old.
shut the front door. She's only 23?
She was then. She was born in 1990.
Oh my god.
That's
So
2 years before
she's
it
3 years older than Michaela.
1990. So she is
No, 10 years
8
older.
years.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. 8 years older than Michaela. Wow. Which would make her about 33.
Mm-hmm. Well, we'll have to watch that one.
Huh.
Let's see if I can zoom in a little bit more on the place I'm actually drawing at. and we did not catch COVID at Comic-Con.
Yeah, we heard a lot of people did.
A lot of people did. We did not mask. We really didn't, besides like washing our hands and...
We always use hand sanitizer.
Yeah, we always use hand sanitizer.
And...
because even before COVID...
Yeah, it's just smart.
You could go to Comic-Cons and get con crud. And so everybody at comic book conventions is pretty disciplined when it comes to washing your hands and, you know, keeping your hands germ free. And I would say that's probably like the only precaution I took was washing my hands every 5 minutes.
Yeah, just hand sanitizer.
But a lot of people still got it.
Yeah. So one of the things that we watched recently, I don't know if very many people did, is that Arnold
Yeah, I liked it.
on Netflix.
Netflix, yeah.
It was good. It was interesting looking into his life and seeing the legacy that he has. That was a good one.
That was a good one.
There are a lot of things online that we can watch when we can't go to the movies.
You know what? Is Crystal Skull even out? I didn't even look. Should we look on Vudu to see if it's even out?
Crystal Skull?
Yeah, or not Crystal Skull. What's the new one called? What's the new
The Dial of
Destiny?
I don't know if it is or not. I'll check. I don't think it is. I don't think it is yet. But Tuesdays are when they usually put stuff, and I haven't looked since Tuesday. Isn't it usually Tuesday when they add new stuff?
Mm-hmm. But we haven't looked this week at all.
I'm looking.
So if you're wondering why I am doing this with a sepia micron before I do it with the black, is that if the sepia smears, it doesn't get as muddy with the Copics as black does. The black ink in the micron pen. So that's why I'm doing the sepia first. And then I'll go over it with the Copics. And then after I do the Copics, I'll just punch some of the areas with the black as needed. The black ink.
I was so sad that your pencils did not work. Like, I have a whole bunch of Indian
they work.
Tuscan
They just
red.
aren't the same as.
No, so I was sad.
They're just really high quality Prismacolors.
Bummer. It does not have it available. It has Transformers available to rent, not to buy.
Has anyone seen the new Transformers movie? Was that any good? What piece am I doing? I am doing Scarecrow. Here, I'll zoom out just a little bit. So we were supposed to be doing Grand Admiral Thrawn. And I couldn't get my... I was going to draw it on my iPad first and then do it, print it out and do the Copics and inking traditionally. Could not get the software. So apparently the software is no longer Apple compatible, so they yanked it from the store. And that was like 10 minutes before the live stream started. So we changed gears. We went back. We started this on the last live stream. It's Cillian Murphy, Scarecrow, done on a Comic-Con SD 2023 exclusive Batman number 655. And I figured I would draw, like, basically all the characters from, like the Rogues Gallery and maybe some of the Batman family. So, and because it's Cillian, I put an atomic bomb in there to also... He's also the actor in Oppenheimer. So, anyway, that's what we're doing. Sorry, it's not Thrawn. I apologize if you guys are here for Thrawn. That's what was advertised. but technical difficulties beyond my control. Like I said, it worked our last live stream. It's no longer working now, and until I find a replacement or get a USB C to HDMI adapter, we're just gonna have to stick to the traditional drawing for a little while. Hope that answers your question, Matthew. Yeah, everyone's jumping on for Star Wars drawings, and I'm still drawing Batman. Cool, cool. We should look into StreamYard, hun.
What is StreamYard?
StreamYard is a different platform for streaming. Like right now, we're using Streamlabs OBS. The Crypto Comics guys, and so I missed a podcast last night. I fell asleep. I was supposed to be on Ray Dillon's live stream. Actually, I think his is an actual podcast, not a live stream. But do you remember Ray Dillon and his wife Liz?
Remind me of where and all.
We went to their wedding at Comic-Con, like.
Oh yeah, and it was outside.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, I haven't heard from them in forever, and they asked me if I would do their podcast. I said yes, and they completely spaced it, and it was last night.
Oh
Yeah.
dear.
So we're coming back next week.
Okay. I will not be here next week.
You're not going to be here next week?
No, I'll be at my dad's next week.
Okay. All right. I knew that was happening. I did not know
Yep. Gonna be at
that
my
was
dad's
happening next week.
So gotta take the opportunity when I can.
Yeah. And then you said AJ's thing is.
AJ's getting married. We still have weddings going on in the family. This is a nephew. Just got married last Saturday.
Yeah, but his
North
reception's
Carolina.
here on Sunday.
And then his reception is going to be here. Well, open house is going to be here on Sunday. So that would be fun to see them.
What time on Sunday?
Oh, I don't know.
Anyway.
Lots of changes going on.
Yep. Let's zoom back in, see if you guys see the detail on the old scarecrow.
What's your favorite Batman movie?
My favorite Batman movie?
Your favorite one of all of them?
Dark Knight.
The Dark Knight. That one is a good one. Yeah. I like the first one. The Christopher Nolan did. Batman Dark Knight Rises. Is that one?
Batman Begins.
Batman Begins. That's it. What's Dark Knight Rises?
That's the one with Joker.
Okay.
Or maybe that's the one with Bane.
That probably.
Yeah, Batman. I think. I don't know. Look it up. You got the computer, babe.
Let's see. I am looking it up. Yes, it's Bane's voice. Bane. I can believe that Tom Hardy did him.
No, that's Batman 68? My kids, I think that was probably one of the first Batmans they ever saw, because for some reason we had that on DVD.
Okay. Was said,
Yeah, that was pretty cheesed.
came up with the voice of Bane. But he didn't. I thought he played the character also.
Who, Tom Hardy?
Yeah, I thought he played
He
Bane.
did.
Okay.
Why? What's it saying?
No, it just said his vocal performance. They just talked about his voice. I just thought his whole body and how he was able to like
Yeah, that was Tom Hardy.
change it from when I've ever seen it. It was crazy. That was a good one.
Am I still teaching at the college? No, I'm not.
Doing comics full time.
I'm back to comics full time. I love my students, and I loved it when I actually did get to teach. But I pretty much hated everything else about the job. I don't know if psychologically I am meant to play well with groups. It seems to me that if the group is like me and everyone's like hardworking and like busting their humps to make things happen, then I'm okay with it. Because I never had a problem working at Origin. I never had a problem working at Sapphire. But when you go to the college and like you just watch people absolutely do nothing, and then like all the work just gets shoved onto the people who actually care. You know, it just wasn't for me. Like I said, I love my students, but Joy, have I ever complained about not being at the university since I left?
No, he's loved it.
So, yeah. Yeah, is that where you're at, Matthew? You?
Shark and Helen.
Let's see. Being a college teacher's rough. It wasn't the students. It was more. I enjoyed my students. You do have some students that push your buttons, but it was more just the way the whole university was run.
Yeah.
Yeah, administration. And then there's like government interference. That was frustrating. I also taught through COVID,
Yeah.
which was bullshit.
Well, it's kind of sad when you have to write a letter explaining why you should be exempt from the law of like discrimination for blind people when it's
the
so
College of Visual Arts, yeah.
so that you could use Photoshop.
Yeah.
And
Well,
explain why it can't be.
Even that wasn't as frustrating as the fact that like they just didn't give us any money for the students we have. They took all the money from the art students, specifically illustration students, and turned around and gave it to theater and dance. And they did that for decades, and that's why theater and dance got like a giant new building. All that fundraising was done by pretty much, the visual art department. Anyway, it was like watching corrupt people spend taxpayer money on stupid shit and not actually accomplish the goals that it was supposed to accomplish. It was backwards and dumb, poorly ran. Anyway,
and the people that worked hard worked very hard and didn't get appreciated for it. There were a few.
Yeah, and Joy's right. There are a few people. Tooth is on. Vicious has to jump off. Vicious, we should talk. Lots of exciting stuff happening, buddy.
Somebody wanted to know what stuff you're currently working on. So
well, we're NDA'd out the wazoo.
Working on covers.
We're working on covers. I'm doing my first Marvel cover.
And then
in like what? When was it? The last Spider-Man versus vampires. When was the last cover I did for Marvel?
Oh my goodness, that was about 10 years ago. It was before Harley.
It was before Harley, so yeah.
So it was 10 years ago.
So I'm doing Marvel covers. I just finished the cover for Dark Horse.
And then
I am.
Watch for his Kickstarter.
Yes, my Kickstarter should be happening any day now. I just got to get a few more things collected. I want to make sure I have all my assets in. Yeah, I am doing covers for Marvel. Um, so yeah, hopefully that will turn into more and more covers. Like I said, I'm really not interested in doing interiors unless it's for my own book. Just because if I don't own a part of it,
It takes so much time
Yeah.
and energies. You want to invest that in yourself and not somebody else's property.
but we have a lot of big announcements that we have to basically sit on for right now. But hopefully by New York Comic Con, uh, we'll be hopping again. So
Be able to talk about some of them.
yeah, we'll be able to talk about stuff. And we'll I'm pretty sure by then we'll have Johnny Monstar. Hey, how did San Diego we survive, buddy? Yeah. Oh, Matthew. Okay, I just I just pieced that together. Yeah, you're Stephanie's son. Okay, yeah. I'll let your mom gets free stuff or whatever I do. So, uh, yeah, just put in your orders. I'll make sure that she gets some. Yeah, I know. I know she does.
She's a sweetheart.
She's a sweetie.
Someday we are going to come out to Georgia again.
Yeah, we're gonna steal her.
We're going to just go and
And
see everybody.
she's gonna do shows with Joy and I.
We're hanging out with the fam.
Yeah.
It was fun having breakfast with everybody, getting to know everyone.
I'm gonna have to get a little bit more famous again, I think, if I'm gonna make it back out to Georgia.
It'll come. It'll come.
Oh, Tooth saw Barbie.
Did he like it?
He says it was good. Matthew, we will definitely see you soon. As soon as humanly possible, but yeah. We'd love to come back down. Alright, Tooth. Let's hear your synopsis for Barbie. Is it worth the watch? Is it better than Oppenheimer? Did you see Oppenheimer as well, or just Barbie?
Has anyone seen Indiana Jones? That's what I want to know. Because I'm going to be going to that one first. I want to know if people liked it. Or if it was just a nostalgia thing with Harrison Ford.
So when do you go to Cedar?
I talked to Colleen, and I'm probably going to go down Monday.
This Monday?
I was going to go down on Wednesday.
And when are you going to be back?
It depends on when Erica needs me to be back. Probably Saturday or Sunday morning.
Okay.
It's almost a week. Just kind of... Yeah. Anyway. So gotta go spend time with my dad and my sister.
But Barbie was good. I'm not posting spoilers. It was dumb fun. Haven't seen Oppenheimer yet.
I don't think anybody expects a whole
Yeah,
lot
I think
out of
I think
Barbie.
everyone is gonna go see Oppenheimer knows that it's gonna be just like a giant bummer. I mean, there's no way you can have a movie about nuclear weapons and have it be like upbeat and fun, right? I mean,
It's gonna be the struggle.
well, I
Dealing with
imagine
the
it's just the
struggle.
pressure on the scientists to like basically invent it before the Nazis do.
Yeah.
And I think they found out like after the war that the Nazis weren't as close as they thought. You know what? I should finish inking the rest of this.
I think that looks really good.
Yeah, I should get a nice little pretty penny.
Yeah.
Oh yeah? That's crazy. Tooth says one of his ancestors worked on the Manhattan Project.
Wow. Did you show everybody your commissions that you did while we were in San Diego?
Some of them I put up on social media. I haven't put all of them. I've been really bad about social media since we've been back, just trying to get everything done.
Yeah, you gotta meet the deadlines.
So,
I love the Oogie Boogie Man.
yeah, I don't think
Just-
I've shared the Oogie Boogie Man except for like 5 seconds in one of my
That was a lot
Facebook
of fun.
reels.
That was a lot of fun. Different than what you normally do. Since we've been back, we've been trying to get back into being healthy. It's taking a while once you like fall off the wagon, right? Of going and exercising.
No, I think it's just we're exhausted.
I think that is too.
We're exhausted from Comic Con. It's end of month. I had deadlines. You had just the whole accounting end of month fiasco.
Yeah, deadline. Deadline. That's what it is.
Did he have a tie? Let's go back.
Most of the time they do.
Hold on. He did.
I am kind of tired of bummer movies. Too many of them nowadays. I wish there were more good comedies, good comedy shows. Once every 10 years. That is so true. Have you ever seen
Some Like It
Some
Hot.
Like It Hot? That is the number one comedy of all time. And it is hilarious. Sometimes you have to go back to the old ones. It's in black and white, even though color was available at that time. And Marilyn Monroe, it's got Marilyn Monroe, Tony Curtis, and Jack Lemmon are the main characters. And Marilyn Monroe actually had a contract that she was only to appear in movies that were in color. She would not do any black and whites, but they were able to get her to appear in the black and white one because it made it more believable with the story and made it look better. And it is hilarious. Very forward for that time. Very forward.
Very forward for our time since
Yeah.
we've gone back.
It's
20
very
years.
funny.
But yeah, if you haven't seen Some Like It Hot, not to be confused with Some Like It Rot.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
we should tell everybody when we're doing our next Whatnot sale. We
Oh.
need to do one like super soon.
When do you want to do one?
Well, if like I said, I sort of cleared my schedule for this Marvel cover,
Uh-huh.
and we haven't heard back.
Okay.
So
About approval. So you
yeah.
gotta wait on
So
that.
yeah,
Might
right
be
now
under another deadline.
I just need to get everything else done that, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But I guarantee you, like the second I start working on something else, then that's when the approval will come through, and then I'll have like
Too many
24
things on your
hours to
plate.
yeah.
Yep.
So
Well, if you do watch Some Like It Hot, let us know how you like it. Let us know what you think. What are some other fun humor ones? Some of the old ones. We were looking at Uncle Buck. That's a classic.
we like Uncle Buck,
Um,
and it's one of the only John. Was it John Hughes? Who's the writer director of that?
oh, I don't know.
Same guy that did Home Alone.
I think so.
It's one of the only John Hughes movies that has sort of withstood this test of time.
Well, he did Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. He did. He did Home Alone.
Doctor Strangelove. Yeah.
I think that's withstood the test of time.
What?
I think it's withstood the test of time.
Yeah, but like 16 Candles hasn't,
No.
or Pretty in Pink hasn't.
No.
Okay, Matthew. Thanks for dropping by. Tell your mom hi. All right, let's start Kopicking. We're gonna get a C1. Uncle Buck. What are... Oh, that's dry. What are some other classic comedies?
Mr. Mom. I'm looking at all of his.
Mr. Mom is a great one. Overboard, the original one, not the crappy one. Also does not age well.
No.
Just, I mean, I think it's, you know, I don't know. People just are way too serious today.
Yeah. I think so.
You know what,
too.
Joy? This is the only C1 I have, so I'm going to have to refill this.
Ooh. Have you ever showed people how you refill
Yeah.
things? Okay.
They don't care.
What are some other comedies?
I like Booksmart. I think Booksmart was probably like the best comedy, like recent comedy. That was a lot of fun. It was just like way over the top. It was almost like The Hangover for... Why can't I... Holy crap, this will not open. Oh, wow.
You got it?
Yeah. I had to like two-fist it though.
Our kids like watching older comedies way more than current ones.
Airplane. That's a great one. Naked Gun.
I like the old Doris Day ones. I think they're fun.
I think you're alone there, babe.
I am. I'm alone there. The girls are watching with me. Doris Day and Rock Hudson. I think they were awesome.
Marvin's on, sending some quick hugs from Germany.
Oh, hey, Marvin!
Hey, buddy.
Those are some good memories.
Yeah, they are. We'll have to come back out.
That'd be so fun to go back there.
How are things on your side of the pond, buddy? We might have to come live with you.
Why are you saying that? That looks good.
Political chaos in the United States.
Yeah. Well, I think there's political chaos everywhere.
I don't know.
Can't talk.
Germany's been pretty
Pretty stable.
steady, yeah.
Yeah.
I could be wrong. Yeah. If I hand this off to you, will you put some more ink in it? Or do you want me to just do it afterwards? I'll do it afterwards.
You talking to
I
me?
answered my own question there. Okay, let's try the C3. Quite exciting here, buddies. Hope we're seeing each other again one day for sure. For sure. My goal is to do creator-owned comics, and then that way, when the movies come out, my name definitely appears in the special credits,
And we can get back.
and we can
some
get
other
back to
exciting
Germany.
Places.
Some exotic places, yeah.
I almost forgot. We gotta count our metal prints.
Yeah, we gotta do a ton of stuff.
We gotta start prepping for our next convention. It seems like you hit one and then the next one's right behind it.
Yeah, Joy's right here. Allison says hi, Joy.
Hey, Allison.
We had a problem today, Allison, and Joy's like, if I call Allison, would she know? I'm like, no.
She said it wasn't an Allison problem. So
Reflector
she would not
stopped
know.
working. So. And I went to the App Store, and it's no longer even on the App Store. Yeah.
Which I think is bogus. That looks good.
All right. Might know. You might. Tell you what, hon, this fan feels fantastic.
Is it blowing on you?
Yes, I say we open up all the windows and get the house as cold as possible. Holy cow, what is going on? Like, all my Copics are dead dry. C5, okay, at least I have 3 more C5s, 4 more C5s. One of them's got to work.
The weather's been cooling down here. We've been going for walks in the evening. We go up like this, we call it the Gauntlet. It's up a hill. And it's right next to a field of like some horses. I think it's like a nursery kind of where they keep their horses. That's like pregnant horses, and then they have their babies, and then they're there for a while, and then they're gone. But
Wait, what?
it's so
Hold
fun.
on. Have you noticed the new porn app in the App Store? It's called X or so. Oh. Okay, Twitter. We're talking about Twitter. Sorry, I was reading the thing, hon. What were you saying, babe?
Oh, that's okay. I just was like,
Yeah, they're talking. X is the new Twitter. You've seen that, right? How Twitter's been replaced by Elon Musk trying X.
uh-huh. I thought they had that up on a building for a couple of days, and then they took it down.
I don't know, hon. Well, for a second there, I'm like, what? Why are we talking about porn? It's like, what?
He's worried he might get in trouble.
Yeah. Oh! Holy cow! Did you see that?
I did.
Yikes! Yikes! We had
How do you fix that?
a couple brushes where nothing was coming out, and then one brush where it just gushered. Just try and blend it in, make it look as natural as we possibly can.
What piece did you post?
What?
It said, Chad, did you see my new piece I posted?
I have not, kiddo. I am like I am very close to running this thing with a Copic that is just out of control. Let me put this one
We need
away.
to-
That one's like super oversaturated.
Needs to dry out a little bit.
No,
I'm
I
just
need
kidding.
to use it a little bit. But
I was being sarcastic. I
you're
didn't have
being
my sign
sarcastic.
up.
Willis. All right,
'Cause
let's
all
hope
the
that this
other
one
ones were
has the
so dry.
meow meow meow. Joy and I have just been surviving lately. We got back from Comic-Con. We passed out. For Joy, it's month end. For me, it's deadlines. And we're just running and gunning as fast as we can.
So because it's so busy, I will tell you, Allison, yes, text it to him so he can critique it.
Okay.
That'd probably be the best. I give you approval.
I love how
Johnny says, nice, nice.
Johnny, how's school going? Have
Are
you done like
still
your?
back in Hartford?
Are you in Hartford or are you home?
Me and Johnny are supposed to hang out tomorrow.
Fun.
Fun! So that means he's home.
He is home. Yep. You guys having a draw night without me? Is that what's going on? Flip this around. Hopefully this end doesn't do the same as the other one.
I didn't even get, when we were at San Diego Comic Con, I didn't even get a chance to like really go look at the floor and walk around. Did you?
Nope.
It was
I
so
made
busy.
myself. Yeah, this was the first year where I literally. It was like straight to our exhibit booth to the hotel room. I did go to the DC booth to get these comics, the exclusives, and I did go check out the J. Scott Campbell booth, which was.
Is that the one everybody said was crazy?
Yeah, but it was just crazy in that it was big and it looked cool, but it really didn't have a lot of stuff there. So it was just like well designed. But yeah, J. Scott Campbell's a madman.
Allison said, not sure, laugh out loud. You want us to come over? Johnny, Chad's house? Yeah, in the back now from my first contact. Yeah, I'm back now. Sorry. From my first contact period and now doing a couple of papers and art pieces. Oops, it just jumped up. And a business plan that will be due in October by my next outing.
Mm-hmm.
Johnny says, we can do art night. Was JSC even there? Hello, long time. No talk. How have you been? Also, apparently, I've got a Pokemon ad. Cool. Ha. That's from, I can't.
J. Scott Campbell. Was J. Scott Campbell even there? That's what Tooth is asking.
Oh. I didn't see him.
So Campbell hasn't been doing a lot except for covers, but he's probably been making more than anyone in comics just because he basically has an exclusive control on his art. Like, oh, this Copic's doing this same thing. Look at that.
I see that. Can you fix it?
Yeah, but that is so weird. It's like I have two C5s that do it. One C5 that's dry.
Draw on the art of the Word of Knowledge.
See, this one looks juicy too.
You think it's due to the heat?
I have no idea.
Okay. I'll be completely honest, JSC has not out turned out really good work in years. So it said wash sick art. He watered down his style.
Huh.
I'm having a hard time reading these, so I might be getting him wrong. Sorry, folks. He's not put out, that is. Okay. Oh.
Well, his output has never been there.
Like the covers he had for SDCC were okay but boring.
I
Someone else says, I agree on JSC. Chad, are you wanting us to come over tomorrow night? Let's not do tomorrow night. Just because we got stuff going on with the family.
Yeah, Joy has to get ready to
head out.
To head down. She's gonna go take care of Dwayne. But maybe we could do it one of the nights while she's in Cedar. Would that be better, hon?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna have to like paint over that spot with
I
paint.
usually have Buddy pick up stuff at SDCC, but the last few years it's been a hard pass. They all look the same. Oh, okay, that's fine.
Yeah, I think we're still talking about Campbell.
Yeah, we got multiple conversations going on. Anyway, I'll be back in like half an hour. Have a good stream if you. And before then.
Oh, we should be okay. I think I should still be going.
Sounds good. See you later.
Alright, let's find. Need to find my fleshy tones. I think I have some.
Did you fix it? I didn't look down.
No,
to see
it's still. I still got a
got
giant dot right there, but
dot.
I'll fix it.
How to fix happy mistakes, right? Happy mistakes that drive you crazy.
So, Allison, are you back at the school yet, or are you still on summer break? So I have a ton of these Olos. Okay, so if we do it on like a Monday or a Tuesday draw night, would that be okay? So these Olos are supposed to be a lot like Copics. They are not refillable, but they basically come just completely juiced out. And we bought a whole bunch from, not this year, but last year. And they are really good. They're really nice and they're really juicy. But I still like the refillable aspect of Copic, so I haven't switched over. But Alex, I was talking to Alex Sinclair, and he said that he only takes the Olos on the road,
because they don't dry
and then
out.
he has the Copics at home. Yep,
That's smart.
it is smart because Alex is smart.
Well, he's got a lot of experience
Yeah,
with colors.
of course he does.
Didn't you say the Olos were all over at Comic Con, but Copics weren't?
Yeah,
That was another.
they had a
vendor that
huge Olo had like a
didn't see.
huge booth at Comic Con,
And
and I saw nothing from Copic.
Which usually they have a big booth there.
Yeah,
So it's
Copic,
another
Wacom,
one
a lot of the vendors that used to be there are not there, which is good for us because it allowed us to get our booth Tuesday, no, but yes on Monday. Okay. Johnny, what are you doing Monday?
Well, and Casey's got to go to sleep early, so.
Oh, maybe I need to go over to their house.
Well, just text, do a group chat afterwards.
Okay.
I don't want to talk about Casey's schedule.
Joy's gonna make sure everything's compatible with everything.
Just it's her last week. So.
Yeah, before she goes to Stacy's going down to Southern
moving down
Utah,
to Southern-
SUU.
Yeah.
She's buying a ton of stuff too.
It's like, it's like, why aren't these being shipped to Grandpa's and Aunt Colleen's?
I know. I know.
She's like, well, it's just a lot of stuff for them to have to pick up. You know what I mean? And it is. It's like 34 packages a day.
Look at me.
She's excited.
That's what I am.
Why did I get
You can see the juice on this one.
Oh.
The juice is loose. How are the kiddos doing? They're doing good. I have Monday off, so just let me know. Okay. All right. They're doing good. Chad is on top secret deployment. He's telling us lots of fun stuff that we can't share with anybody. I have merchandise that I can't show anybody. So that's fun. Michaela is running around with Will.
Yep, they're doing good.
They're doing good. They're just
They
enjoying
got 2
married
babies.
life.
It's their dogs.
They have 2 dogs.
And they're just staying busy. Then Erica
And then Joy and I are
started
just
a new
here
job.
by ourselves.
Erica started a new job.
Oh yeah.
That'll be in security. So,
Yeah, so you got to behave now, Johnny.
yeah. She's doing that just a couple of days out of the week so that she can focus on her art the other times.
Yeah, she had a job at FedEx, but she didn't like it because after she got
It was
done,
too tiring.
yeah, she just come home and go to sleep because it's so physically exhausting.
Which defeats the purpose of,
Having a job that helps you with your art.
yeah.
You're thinking of moving draw nights. I know. Well, Monday is Crypto Comics. If they're doing live streams anymore, you know what? I need to jump on crypto. I'm gonna crank. Oh, let me see. I'm gonna go back to Copex here. I'm gonna grab this E33 sand and see if I can't get a nice little middle. Yeah, there we go. There we go. There we go. That is exactly the color we were looking for. So you guys seen Perry at all? How's Perry holding up? Alice, oof, but ooh, what is... Be right back. Ow. Allison got a new tattoo, hun.
Owie.
Yep, that's what I said. Okay, now we're gonna do the suit and
She
tie.
designed it herself?
I don't know. We'll have to ask her when she comes back.
So there's a new Agatha Christie movie coming out in the middle of September.
A new Agatha Christie, like Murder on the
Haunting
Orient.
in Venice.
What?
A Haunting in Venice.
A Haunting in Venice?
Uh-huh.
Are we sure it's coming out?
It says it is. It says
Yeah, but like with the movie strike and all that.
September 15th. Well, it's already already made.
It's already done. There's
Yeah.
no acting to be had.
So I'm guessing it's coming out. I like the Agatha Christie movies they've been doing. Can't believe that it's
Not butter.
no.
Walkity schmackity doo.
The actor that plays Perot in those, he is the same one that played in
Harry Potter.
Harry Potter.
Why is that hard for you to believe, huh?
He looks so different, and I know it's been 20, 30 years, but still.
Yeah. Okay. What do you say we put some dark colors on this thing? Should we start with the C7 and then go from there? Madonna, Leota from Haunted Mansion. Oh.
What's that?
She got it of the one of the characters on the Haunted Mansion, so Allison must have really liked it.
She must have. So you really like the Haunted Mansion, Allison? Or is she not on there right now?
She's on there.
Okay.
She just came back.
Love that movie so much. Way better than the one with Eddie Murphy then.
Well, that's a really low bar.
It is a low bar.
I was being facetious when I talked about missing Eddie Murphy.
Yes, so much better. Oh, that's good to hear. I know Danny DeVito's in it. And, Jamie Lee Curtis. Yes.
Jamie Lee Curtis is in it?
Yeah.
Well, now I want to see it.
Such a good cast. Huh. And then it's got, what's his name? Wilson?
Wilson.
He's got the broken nose. He and his brother are both. Isn't it
Wilson?
She's
Owen Wilson.
Owen Wilson.
Wow!
She's
Wow!
Madame Leota.
Oh, okay. Are you on my chair?
I'm sorry. Yes.
She's a bad woman.
I'm on your chair. I'm trying to read over your shoulder across.
Well, that's
the
why
desk.
That's why I'm thinking we switch to Streamlabs. Or not Streamlabs. StreamYard. Because then you could have your camera and talk from your computer, and you could do that from anywhere there's an internet connection. So you wouldn't have to be standing like right here behind me. You could be like wherever you wanted to be. Wow! Owen Wilson. Wow! Wow! Wow!
Why do you do that when you say his name?
Because that's what he's known for.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, wow. Wow.
If you love that ride, you will love the movie. I've only been
Okay.
on that ride.
I don't think Joy's ever actually been on the original Haunted Mansion ride. Have you? Where it wasn't Nightmare Before Christmas? Joy? Or have you done it once?
We did it one time. It was a couple of years ago when we went down to Anaheim for the WonderCon. And we went early.
Mm-hmm.
And we went to Disneyland. Was it 1 day or 2 days? And then Universal 1 day?
I don't know.
I think we did it then. But vaguely. Most of the time, it's been Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yeah, she's seen it like Nightmare Before Christmas like 3 or 4 times. And
Yeah.
maybe one time where it was the original. But yes. That's the Haunted Mansion we all know and love. So That's cool. That actually makes me want to see it. But I also am like really mad at Disney for doing the whole AI thing for Secret Invasion. So I canceled Disney Plus. They can suck it. And their apology was seriously stupid and lame.
They apologized for using it.
No. They basically said it was an artistic decision and that obviously the consumer audience was too stupid to understand their artsy fartsy reasons for using it. And we're like, no, we get it. Pay your actors and animators.
Yeah. How can you say an artsy reason when you're using computers to be artsy
Yeah.
and not people?
Well, you know, it's Disney. They treat their artists so well.
Yeah.
Creed VFX. The way these streaming companies are going, it'll be encourage people to go back to pirating. Yeah, no lie. Yeah, we closed Disney Plus and
HBO
uh,
Max.
HBO Max, and now we're back to Netflix. And what else? Just Netflix?
I think we have Hulu.
You know
And
what?
then just
If we do
cable.
have Hulu, I don't have Hulu. So if we do, the girls have it and we don't.
Oh, okay.
But I'm not saying that we don't have it. I'm just saying,
You don't have access to it.
yeah,
Oh, well, we have Xfinity and Netflix.
yeah.
So.
And then we're just gonna bounce around. But I think all the best shows right now are on Apple Plus. If you guys aren't watching Foundation,
Oh yeah, Prime. What is Foundation? I'm not watching Foundation.
Foundation is probably the best science fiction made for TV series ever made. Like, it is the spiritual successor of The Expanse. It's really good. It's really, really good. It's like super heavy sci-fi. It's like Dune.
Huh.
But imagine, okay, so like imagine instead of like making like really good movies of Dune, they made it into like really good seasons of television. And I think it's a better format for watching something that's adapted from novel
Yeah. You're
than a
not
movie
as
is.
constrained by time.
I don't think I've seen them do this before, but that could just be... Yeah. Yeah, I think it's safe to say that CEO pay is at an all-time high and talent pay is at an all-time low. You know, wages have been stagnant since the 90s. Um, Everything, yeah, so wages have been frozen for over a decade, and cost of living on everything's gone up like 700%. So, yeah, something's got to give. All right, let's zoom out and let's see how this looks. Whoa! Not too shabby. We're gonna have to get out one of those leaky fives and blend everything.
Have you fixed his mouth yet?
No, I'll have to do it with paint.
Oh, okay.
go back just a little bit. Just a little bit. Where's the W3? No, C3. C3. Holy cow. C5. C3. C1. There's C3. Okay. Uh-oh. Getting a phone call.
They're just junk, probably.
If not, they can leave a message.
Yeah, that's what I think.
What a bit of a bummer is art kind of actors write art, but at the end of the day, as long as everyone gets a share, that's all that matters. I think, like I said, if the studios aren't going to start paying actors, it's time for the actors to basically start doing their own, like their own films, and just abandon the whole studio model. So we'll see how that goes. Okay, I'm gonna get back out one of these leaky C's, and we're gonna see if we can't just. I grabbed like the one super dry C. Let's see if we can't just get some of this ink out on this. Blend it.
Oh yeah, indies would be pretty sick.
What?
Oh yeah, indies would be pretty sick.
Oh, is that in the comments?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank
this
you,
is looking
Allison.
So good. Thank you.
We aim to please.
Traditional looks so good, but appreciating it is so scary. Laugh out loud.
Approaching.
Approaching it. Sorry.
You just gotta jump in, buddy. Just gotta jump in. Because I'll tell you what, like, the thing that probably makes me the most money, when it really comes down to it, I think I've actually made way more money doing commissions than I've ever made, like, on...
Digital.
Yeah.
Digital really makes you soft when it comes to taking risks, for me at least.
Yeah.
I'm always learning with digital, but then again, I can't touch oils, so...
Well, these are alcohol-based markers. But yeah, if you can't touch oils, and is it because of the toxicity of the paint?
Yep, it makes me super sick.
Yeah.
Oof.
Yeah, people don't understand this, but those paints, all those paints are like super, super heavy metals, super toxic.
Remember, I had an instructor that just had us drawing in paint, making sure everything was only in one stroke. Oh, in pen. Us drawing in pen.
Yeah, that's called continuous line.
Or at least try.
Yeah. That's good. It teaches you contour line. I think I would make some of my students do some of the same stuff. Is that Allison?
Uh-huh.
I did it in gesture drawing. And I don't think you had me for gesture drawing. And it wasn't a popular exercise. So,
Oh, yes, never had you for that.
um,
It's painful, huh? Hard.
I don't know. There are only a handful of kids that took my gesture drawing class that actually got what I was trying to,
Teach him.
yeah. Because the problem, the problem with teaching gesture at a college level is you have to understand anatomy first.
You expect them to come to the table having certain skills,
Yeah.
and if they don't have
Yeah,
them,
if you don't have figure drawing skills, then that class just becomes a figure drawing class. You almost have to have like insane figure drawing skills to like go into gesture and do well in gesture.
Huh.
So it was sort of an awkward thing.
Do they tell them that they need to have that as
No.
a prerequisite?
No, it was like drawing. It was like drawing one, figure drawing one, and gesture were all basically like the same year. It was weird.
Huh.
Alrighty. I'll blend this back with those fives again when I'm done with this. Just trying to sort of do a gradient here. So I want the darkness behind some parts, but not all parts. Did you guys see that Deadpool was pushed till like really, really late?
Like in a couple of years, or
Yeah,
mm,
if ever.
if ever?
Yeah.
It was fun seeing the bantering between Hugh Jackman and who's the guy's name?
Ryan Reynolds.
Ryan Reynolds.
Okay, I'm gonna blend that just a little bit. And then I'll come in. Oh, actually, I need. Let's do blue. Need a little bit of blue for the shadows.
That looks awesome.
Thank you. Are you reading that or are you just saying that?
No, I'm looking at it.
Oh.
I'm sorry. I didn't look over here. How dare they withhold Ryan Reynolds from us? Right?
Is that Johnny?
No, that's Allison.
Yeah. No, Johnny's gonna be upset too. Yeah, the last time they had a writer's strike, that's when we got reality TV. So
We don't want to go down that line.
expect like tons of horrible shit for the next couple of years.
Gross. Oof.
All right, guys, what do you think?
Looks good.
It's getting there. I'm the boogeyman. The boogeyman.
It's so good from Allison.
An unbiased opinion from Allison, right?
Hey, she has artistic knowledge.
She
and
does.
skills, so I think it counts. Even if you're biased. Allison goes, yep.
I think I hear the kids upstairs. What are the kids doing?
Erica's up there. She's probably fixing dinner.
Fixing dinner.
Yeah, we treat our kids well.
Alright. Where's that?
I was worried about Tacy. I'm like, where is Tacy? She's usually in bed by now. Erica said that she was shopping with Michaela
Oh, okay.
for her birthday. And
For
she
her
doesn't-
birthday?
Yeah, because her birthday was Sunday.
Yeah.
So that was Michaela's presents. She wanted
Oh,
to take
that was her
shopping.
present. Okay. Alright.
So
Okay.
Michaela's taking her shopping, and she doesn't have to work tomorrow morning. So.
Okay.
So I
Alright.
was like, wait a minute.
Okay.
I was expecting her to be in an accident or something. I hate that when it's like they're supposed to be home in bed asleep. They have stuff to do tomorrow.
So when you get these juicy Copics,
Just
that's where
Do
you
a
want
lot
to
of
blend
black.
them. Yeah. So take advantage. Like when you have like, if you have dry Copics, they're good for like certain effects. And when you have like juicy Copics, they're good for certain effects. And you sort of got to learn when to do what. Alright, let's get some inks in here. And we can... I think we get some inks and some white paint, we're done. What do you think, huh?
I want to see how you fix that.
Well, we do.
You said you'll do it with paint. I want to watch that.
Well, I didn't know if I was going to do it on the live stream. Why don't you find my acrylic paints? They should be in that drawer right there. She was like, I want to watch it fix it on film. When the pressure's on. Not off camera when you're comfortable. Thanks, hon.
I found a Sharpie.
That's not even close. I don't know why you'd even say that.
Because it's in the wrong drawer. Are these your acrylic paints?
No, honey, those aren't. Those are technical pins. You're starting to scare me.
I don't know what your acrylic.
Okay, I'll find them later. Okay. Acrylic paint. You know, paint being the optimal word.
In a tube?
Yeah, like the ones Erica had.
Okay, like your gouache?
Yes.
tube? Okay.
Fix that mole. Okay, well,
I have,
everybody wants to see how I fix it, so now we got to do it.
I have gouache.
You know, gouache would be the easiest.
What color of gouache? I have.
Let me
blue.
see what you got.
I have blue. I have.
Obviously, blue's not what we want. White.
No. Yellow. I'm looking. Cardamom red.
Cadmium.
Cadmium red.
There should be a box that says acrylic wash, and it's red and it has. Remember, I bought it at Comic-Con.
No, I don't remember.
All right. Well, I guess I can fix it. Do you have any white paint? Huh?
I have titanium white artist oil.
Perfect.
Color.
Oh, that's oil? No, we don't want oil. All right, let's see if we can do this acrylic.
This ultramarine. It doesn't say the color on it, but it's got a white cap. They all have white caps. Ultramarine, I'm guessing, is a
Here, I'll
color.
zoom in close for this.
I'm not watching you fix it.
Okay. That looks pretty good to me. Now I'm going to come in here with another acrylic paint pen. Where'd they go? My big thick, there they are. You know, it's funny, like I used to feel pressure. Like, it used to be stuff like that would freak me out. I'd flip out and pull my hair out and run around, and I think I just learned to deal with it. I mean, I've had way worse catastrophic explosions than this, that's for sure. So this color may or may not be the color I want. We're going to find out. You know what, that actually did pretty well. Okay, and then I'm just going to go back in and I'm going to draw over it when it dries. So, pretty easy fix, right? Everybody? You guys are like, well, that was anticlimactic.
Learned something new. I learned where all your paint is.
What?
I learned where all your paint is, but not where your box of paints are.
It is so hot in here. Do you think it's hot in here? Are you hot in here, huh?
No.
No, just me.
Well, you're over by the fans and the computer and under the lights, and I'm not. I'm going through a paint drawer. I found gray.
You found gray.
But I'm looking for white.
I'm going to zoom out. This is too close.
Zinc white.
Now, zinc
Designer
white
gouache.
is gouache and oil. So is that gouache or oil?
It says designer's gouache.
Okay, perfect.
You don't need it now, though.
No, I already fixed it.
But I still found it.
Good job, woman.
Well, considering how many times I've used paint in my life, like asking how many times I've used paint in my life.
How many times have you used paint in your life, woman?
0.
That's not true.
I've used
Paint in your
watercolor.
bathroom.
I'm not. That's correct. I have painted out of a big can.
Meow, meow, woman.
Out of a tube. Never done it.
Paint out of a tube.
I've never painted out of a tube.
That's where we are. Everything's itching. Boogeyman, boogeyman. That's what I am. I'm like drawing right over my stupid camera right now. This is one of those times where you have to concentrate. So the talking is not as free as with the other times. So Johnny, what's your business plan? Learn AI? Is that your business plan, buddy? Talk to me, Goose.
I think that's smart that they're having you do that.
And I think Joy was referring to the fact that they're making you do a business plan, not my sarcasm
I
comment
think it's
about
smart that
learning
they're
AI.
preparing them to become
Well,
business people.
Johnny's
because they
going.
have to deal with
Johnny's
it.
going to a real master's program.
Well, you went to a real master's program. They didn't do that.
I went to a master's program that was a real master's program that turned into a diploma mill while I was attending it. So, do you know what I mean, Joy? Where it just became all for profit, and you know, it used to be my instructors were from Pixar and ILM and Disney, and then all those people left because they were being treated like garbage. And then it was adjuncts who had less artistic experience than me, and they were, you know, anyway, yeah, we grabbed our diploma and we ran. I've done that. I've dropped a loaded ink brush right on a finished page, and it basically blew the page up to the point where I had to re-ink it. That was the only way to. There was no saving that page.
So what's worse, when you drop ink on a page, or when you're drawing it digitally and then the power goes out or it crashes before you have a chance to finish it?
Are you reading that, or are you asking me?
I'm asking you, which worse?
Well, anymore, it's almost impossible to lose your art digitally unless like your hard drive fails. And if your hard drive fails, you lose everything, obviously. But with a lot of my stuff, I'm always like backing it up to the cloud.
Not
So-
as much anymore as it used to be, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, have you know, since like we've gone to iPad, like
It doesn't happen anymore.
it doesn't really happen anymore.
Yeah.
But Photoshop still crashes, and I do have to use Photoshop.
Yeah. I do hear screaming and yelling and
Cursing.
cursing, yes.
I hear, who's Stacy talking
Casey just got home. She's talking to
Noodles?
Erica.
to? Oh, yeah.
And we have 2 more minutes
We have 2 more minutes
till it's 7 o'clock.
till it's 7 o'clock.
Yeah.
I better
So I
finish
didn't know
this
if there
up.
was anything you needed to finish up really quick.
I think I was just gonna put like chispas and stuff like that, like little white highlights. Yeah, you should, Johnny. Stephanie's on. Stephanie says hey.
Hey, Stephanie.
You just missed your son, Steph. Yeah. We toured the Norman Rockwell Museum and got
Oh, that'd be cool.
in his actual studio. Wow. Whoa. Wow, that's pretty cool. A little bit more impressive than the old dusty halls at UVU, Johnny. Yeah. Hey, I'm not saying that Perry's not trying.
Harry's amazing.
Yeah, Perry was only one of the only good things that is happening at UVU.
He is busting everything to get it done.
And if you are going to UVU right now and you're an art student, my advice is to take as many classes from Perry as you can get. Because, he just went on sabbatical.
Did he really?
Yeah, for the first time ever. And I wonder if he won't come back. See, I'm waiting for you to come to Savannah.
We're wanting to come.
Yeah.
Maybe we should look at Dragon Con.
Is Dragon Con in Savannah?
It's in Georgia.
Atlanta.
It's in Atlanta.
How close are you to Atlanta, Steph? Atlanta. Okay. Oh, I hear Boo.
Yep. She came down. She had to check on everyone.
Boo had to check on us.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure that we're still alive and breathing. Hey, Booge. You guys want to have Boo Cam? Boo Cam. A head painting class for me? You had head painting with me? I thought you just had head drawing. Was it painting or drawing? Head drawing, yeah. It's okay. Just don't want to say I did something that I didn't. Well, good. I'm glad that you guys got something out of it. I'm glad that I was there when you were there. I'm glad that you have your degrees and you're no longer struggling at the whims of that stupid school. Alright. Alright, I think we're done with this pretty much. Let me zoom out. What do you guys think? You know what? I don't like that right there. I'm going to darken that.
Let's see. I think it looks good.
Meow, 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 meow. Kids have first day from school to... Shut the front door. Summer's over there, Steph?
Oh my word.
Yeah.
That's like the very beginning of October. When do they get out?
I don't know.
Like the middle of May, or is it the end of
Jeez,
May?
I think I went too dark there.
We're glad you were able to see the finished piece also.
Steph, you gonna sneak in to Colorado Springs? See Steve and I both at the same time?
Is she gonna be in Colorado?
That's what I was asking her, but I know she can't. But it's still fun to
Dream.
dream.
Friends coming.
Thank you guys. All right, let's put the finishing touches on this and let's be done. So I'm just gonna do a little tiny bit of white. I don't think I want to do that with that. Did that fall down?
Yeah, I didn't want you to roll over. I can't reach it.
Yum 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 yum. Yum 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 yum. Yum 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 yum. All right, here we go. Hey, Boo. Boucher's died. Boucher's died. Whoa. Did you see that?
Oh, your pens are going crazy.
Yeah.
Yes, he is. Laugh out loud.
Okay, for those of you who didn't see that. Chispas, and we're done. Let's sign it. Doo-doo. How much should I charge for it on Whatnot? There we go, guys.
It looks good.
It looks good. It's 7 o'clock. I am so sorry that we did not get to Grand Admiral Thrawn due to technical difficulties, but I am glad that we got to do a little bit of this one because it certainly did turn out fun. And I'm going to keep monkeying with it forever because that's what artists do until someone comes and yanks it away from them. Or they have to drop it off at the mailbox. Anyway, we should be having a Whatnot 150. Ooh, I like Allison's $50 million. 1,000 says Johnny. All right. Well, maybe we'll start it at 150 and go up from there. Okay, everybody. Thanks for joining in. We'll get to Grand Admiral Thrawn as soon as we possibly can. I might have to finish it before next live stream, but we should have plenty of fun stuff ahead. So. Everybody be good, and we'll see you next time. I will have a good weekend. Let's see if I can get my cursor over here. I've stacked all my Copics up against